Hey, what's up, folks? It's Peter Scott here, Scott Realty Consultants, and searchsacramentohomes.com. I'm here with your quick May of 2021 Sacramento real estate market update. And welcome to the wild, wonderful, wacky world of real estate in Sacramento. And as you probably know, our market's been going crazy. Prices have been going bananas for the last year or so. And it's such an interesting market. But it's just like anything else, a lot of commodities, a lot of things that we're seeing right now, new cars, lumber, computer parts, PlayStations, pretty much anything that you want, there's a very limited supply of it and a very high demand. And that's the way the real estate market has been and continues to go. Now there has been a small bit of positive news. We're seeing more listings come on the market, and maybe a tiny of a smidge of a slowing in the frenzy, not in the market, but in the frenzy. Now, if you picture this, let's say we're all driving down the freeway at 65 miles an hour. That would be a normal market, 65 miles an hour on Highway 80. For the last year, we've been going 165 miles an hour down that freeway. It's just crazy. Everyone's speeding. So instead of going 165, maybe we're just going 155 now. But it's only been like that for a few weeks, but it just seems to be a little bit slow down of the frenzy, not of the market. Just maybe you were expecting 10 offers on your listing and you got only 8, something like that. So it's still crazy as it has been. We're still seeing homes that are selling for over $100,000. Their list price. Now that is not common, but it's out there. It happens. I actually just closed with a great couple from the Bay Area. They got their house $15,000 under the list price. So it is possible. Not every home is selling for $1 bazillion over the asking price. About 75% of homes get multiple offers, and I'll get into a little bit about kind of where they're landing at. I said before, it's usually about 5 to 10% over the asking price, and that's pretty typical. But our price appreciation has been nuts. We're up about 20% from last year. That's huge. That's insane. It's not sustainable, but it seems to be looking to continue for the foreseeable future. No one knows what's going to happen in 6 months or a year. Inflation's on the horizon. A lot of people are talking about that. And if interest rates rise, that'll certainly put a damper on things as well. Let me show you this quick slide here from Lundquist in the Sacramento Appraisal blog. A big thanks and shout out to him for all of his stats he puts out. But this one really stuck out to me. The median price in the Sacramento area rose 11.3% in the past 90 days. That's crazy appreciation. My take is that it has something to do with, the winter time. We have even reduced listings in the wintertime. Usually the market slows down, but it didn't happen this year. It just kept chugging along straight through the holidays and the cold season or whatever. So it never really slowed down. So I think that has something to do with that. Like I said, prices are up 20%. We had 61% more sales this April versus last year, when the supply is 71% lower than it was last year. That's just crazy. I'm going to have this slide in the email so you can check it out as well. So I'm going to get to this next slide here showing that, prices are up 23% just from last year alone. That's crazy. So median home price, and this is the Sacramento region. This is Sacramento, Yolo, El Dorado, Placer County. It's $540,000. Each county is going to be bit different. And markets are hyper local in real estate, so it can depend on where your house is and what that neighborhood's going for. But the median days on market is 6 days, so that's pretty typical. If you see a house you like, you gotta get to it quick. But here again, we have 0.6 days of 0.6 months of inventory, so pretty crazy. And then I was talking about Ryan put up this great slide about what people are offering over, and I think this is a little bit misleading because it says the average is 4% over what people are paying over the list price, and this says 4%, which is $24,000. But that takes into account low-end homes that sold at the list price, and homes that sold below the list price. So about 25% of homes are actually selling below the list price. They're not all going crazy like that. So typically, I think the safer side would be more to about 5 to 10% or even more. Like I said earlier, I've had clients make offers $80,000 over list price and still not get a house. And it's not all about price too. A lot of things what we're seeing these days has to do with the terms that are in there. Is it based on an appraisal, or waive your appraisal? Do you have an inspection, or let the seller stay there after close of escrow? So there's a lot of more factors that come into play other than just a price to get your offer accepted. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to be your real estate resource. It's going to be a crazy market still for time to come. We're all looking forward to summer and hopefully seeing more houses on the market, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see that. And I don't typically do this, but I have a great 5-bedroom home coming up in Garden of the Gods in a week or two. So if you know anybody looking there, let me know. There's not a lot of 5-bedrooms in that neighborhood. That's why I want to put that in. I usually want to keep this just about the market, but hey, give me a holler. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care.